Mm.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Paisans and Pylons. Go Hawks!
Go Hawks! Go Hawks! Tyler Lockett locked up, baby. It's okay. Russ still might leave.
So today we are missing Mr. Christopher DiGeronimo, and he wanted to he did want to let everyone know that he did change his mind, and he thinks Zach Wilson's the way to go, and we should move on from Sam Darnold.
Can't confirm.
He stressed that to me multiple times.
I think I'm the only one that thinks the Jets should keep Darnold.
Because you're an idiot. Alrighty. Okay, wait. So how would you feel if the Jets kept Darnold and drafted Wilson?
I think it's stupid.
It is stupid.
You just saw what happened in Philadelphia, so why are you gonna do it again here? It'd be so fucking stupid.
So if they compete for the job, or let's say week one, like, okay, Sam Darnold's the starter week one and Zach Wilson's on the bench. Week one, if Sam Darnold throws 5 touchdowns for 450 yards.
What the fuck are you going to do with Zach Wilson?
Oh, that was a good second overall pick.
Yeah, what a waste. What a waste.
But also if you don't draft Wilson and you just roll with Darnold by himself.
And Darnold sucks.
Week one, if Sam Darnold, the first 3 and out he gets, people are going to be calling for his head. They're going to be calling for Joe Douglas's head. They're going to call for Salah's bald-ass head. They're going to be going for everybody. They're going to hate everybody. And
everything you're saying is truth.
You can't do that to the fans. And since you already said about the Eagles, Tom, enlighten us on the trade that happened, I think, Friday.
Well, first, the disgusting white trash San Francisco 49ers made a trade to get the 3rd pick from the Miami Dolphins. Then the Dolphins proceeded to take the 12th pick that the Niners had and flip that for the 6th pick with the Eagles. So the Eagles get the 12th pick now, and the Niners have the 3rd pick, and the Dolphins the 6th pick. The Dolphins traded 1 first-round pick, and they got, I think, a first-round pick and 2 future first-round picks. The Dolphins are beautiful. But the Eagles traded back, so I think they're going to keep Hurts.
Every team in the AFC East is getting better.
Besides the Jets.
Besides for the Jets. And no, we're getting better, but we're taking 1 step forward. Every other team's taking like 5 steps forward, which I don't know if we're going to be. I think the Jets are going to come in 4th in the division. If we get 7 wins, I'll be happy.
You
7
might
and
not
10.
get 7 wins.
7 and 10.
That's right, dude. No more 7 and 9, 9 and 7. Oh my God.
Oh, and the Jets, and the Jets are playing the Eagles now with their extended game.
So you can lose that game. I don't get why everyone is.
We are not losing that game. I will put money on that.
Okay, well, I'll put money on the Eagles winning that game. I don't understand why not all, but people are saying that Jalen Hurts is the guy moving forward. Jalen Hurts was 1-3. He didn't look too hot. The only game he won is when he got his first start and there was no tape on him against the Saints.
I'll say there's potential. I wouldn't say that he's the absolute lock of the future for the Eagles.
Just like I don't think Kyler Murray is the future either.
Really?
Yeah, he's just he's fast. He can run around.
I agree. I wouldn't say
he's shorter than Russell Wilson, if I'm not mistaken, and he doesn't look like his deep balls are that accurate.
I think they're just gonna give him unlimited chances, though. He could go like.
They're giving him weapons, though. He has D-Hop, so
yeah.
It's not like they're just throwing him out there like Trubisky and just even Trubisky and Allen Robinson. Like
If I'm a Giants fan right now, I'm infuriated.
Why are you infuriated?
Remember how the Eagles lost on purpose, basically, against the football team?
Yeah.
And that kicked the Giants out?
Mm-hmm.
But then the Eagles stated, oh, yeah.
They want to see what they had out of Nate Sudfeld. He's not on the team anymore.
They wanted the better draft pick just for them to trade back. They trade back after claiming they want the better draft pick. I know it was a little bit of a Doug Peterson thing, but come on.
I still don't even know I think we talk about this all the time. I still don't know the name of the coach of the Eagles.
Yeah, no, I do too. Let me just do some aggressive typing. His name is totally.
He probably used to run a Modell's, and they just picked him out. Yeah, you wear sweatpants, nice.
Oh, he might be a Paisan, Nick Sirianni.
Oh wow. Hey, you look good in a pair of sweatpants. Want to coach the Eagles?
Yeah, right. Next week, Nick Sirianni will be on the show, so make sure you
Really?
guys listen next week.
Holy shit!
We're gonna get him on the show.
I love that.
Okay,
Maybe
so last week we were doing Kuiper's mock draft.
Yeah.
I mean, now that the whole
thing fucking blows up.
the whole thing. Do we bother continuing with it, or do we find?
Well, we can still continue with 18 on. That's what 17 on. That's where we're at.
Okay.
But I still want to talk here about these trades. Everyone's talking about how the Jets didn't trade their pick. And they said that they would be stupid not to trade their pick. Do you really think the 49ers reach out to the Jets saying, hey, can we take your pick off your hands?
Yes.
You think they did?
You have to assume that because if you trade up that much, you're only trading up for a quarterback. That's the only reason you trade up. What are they, 12? And then they went to 3?
No, the Niners were 12, yeah.
And now they're at 3.
Now they're 3.
You trade up 9 spots. You're doing that for a quarterback.
I know they're taking a quarterback.
Yeah, they're taking a QB. But if you're trading up for a quarterback, and the Jets, the Jaguars are taking Lawrence. That's a lock. And the Jets are most likely taking a quarterback.
Yeah,
you're trying to get to the top. You're trying to get in front of the Jets. You have to assume that the 49ers sent a similar, maybe an extra few picks of a package to the Jets. And the Jets were like, no, we're totally okay with where we are because the Jets want a quarterback.
But I don't like the more and more tape I watch on Zach Wilson. I don't think he's that great of a talent. He played against weak teams in a conference, and he played against 2 tough defenses in Coastal Carolina and I believe Utah, and he couldn't get any offense going on both of those teams. So
he didn't play poorly against Coastal Carolina. He's still getting the ball out. It's just,
and again, he's also playing pretty bad programs.
They gave up a special teams touchdown that game. He had 1 pick against Coastal Carolina. It was on a Hail Mary.
Yeah, I know. But if you watch the game, he was missing passes. He really wasn't playing his best. Stats might say otherwise. And like I said, that game against Utah, he didn't look like himself at all. So put that in perspective with what you have right now. Is there really any, do you really think Zach Wilson comes to the Jets and completely changes the franchise? In all honesty.
Like this year or in the future?
No, do you think Zach Wilson is the talent to get you guys over the hump? Yes or no?
Yes.
You think he does?
Not this year. I'm not gonna be like,
I know you're saying that this year. I look at Zach Wilson.
I'm saying in the long term, Zach Wilson, I think, will be a better quarterback than Darnold.
All right. I look at the 2 right now, and I think they're exactly the same. I think the more and more I watch, they are exactly the same. And I'm fine. I can't find an argument against it, in my opinion. I really can't.
I think Zach Wilson has the stronger arm.
You could say Zach. Okay, you could say Zach Wilson has a stronger arm, but
Zach Wilson's more mobile. What are you gonna tell me? No. Darnold. I like Darnold. Darnold can move.
Darnold's a great pocket passer. He can move. You can move around the pocket. We all know he can throw on the run. Here's just a wild idea though for the Jets, and give him weapons. Okay, he has yet to play with any weapons. His only weapon is Jamison Crowder, and look at the connection they have. It's ridiculous. It could be top 10 in the league.
People are like, yeah, you could put any quarterback in the Jets system, and he's going to struggle, and he's going to struggle as well. Yes, you can. If you put Tom Brady in the Jets offense last year, with Gase minus Darnold, it's no Darnold. You put Tom Brady. He's going to have better numbers than Sam Darnold.
I was waiting to see what you were going to say. I would agree. I was
going to say.
I think. Well, I thought you were going to say they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Like, you're fucking quiet. You're insane. No. Yeah, no, he definitely would have better numbers, but obviously Adam Gase was a horrible coach. The plays were dreadful. They had no running game, and all that affects the quarterback in a way. And he has no one to throw to.
Both parties need a fresh start. That's it.
I seriously think the Jets would be dumb to take a quarterback here. Take a receiver or trade back and figure it out.
At 2?
Yeah.
They haven't traded the pick.
Keyshawn Johnson was taken at 1.
Yeah.
Okay. You like the way you phrase that. It was like, why would you take a
but the game has changed so much now from Keyshawn Johnson era.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's. What do you mean it changed?
It's now the generation of the quarterback. Look, anything in the early 2000s, no quarterback was as. Look at Patrick Mahomes, how much he uses his feet. The quarterbacks use their feet. Hence, why Kyle Trask is going to be fucking garbage.
He's not going to be garbage, dude.
He's a statue. He can't move.
Oh, God, I can't wait for him to be so good. Can we get him on the show? We got to talk to our PR guys. We got to get Kyle Trask on the show here. We'll figure it out. But yeah, just to finish up that point, do I think the Jets take a quarterback? I think they are. But I really think it would be a bad move if they take a quarterback. Just my opinion.
When Joe Flacco played, Brashad Perriman had his 3 best games.
Okay.
How come he didn't do that with Darnold? He played more games with Darnold, and he had his 3 best games with Flacco.
Because Darnold doesn't like throwing to Brashad Perriman, like throwing to Jamison Crowder.
Oh, he doesn't like it? Oh, he's like, open receiver, not throwing it to Perriman.
No, but Sam Darnold feels a lot more confident throwing with Jamison Crowder. You know that. I know that. Jamison Crowder had multiple 10-reception games with Sam Darnold. And Crowder's still on the team. Because I've had Crowder last year in fantasy football. It's been an absolute beast.
I still don't know if Crowder's gonna be on the team next year. I'd like Crowder to be on the team, but
Crowder, Mims, and Corey Davis, that's a pretty solid receiving core. Mm-hmm. Where's Crowder going?
I don't know, but I could see that. I can honestly just see him getting cut.
Why would they cut him? They're not gonna. They have all the. They have cap space. They don't need to cut anybody.
I don't want to.
So why did you say that? That was. I don't know. I don't like that.
I'm saying there's a chance that Crowder's not on the team, or he gets traded for like a 4th round pick or something.
Did you see the 40 that Kyle Pitts ran?
It's like a 4.4, right?
I'm pulling it up right now.
And
Justin Fields balled out.
And he has the wingspan of like an eagle, too. Kyle Pitts has the longest wingspan of any like receiver entering the draft ever.
Kyle Pitts ran a 4.4. Unofficial at 6'5", 245. That's nuts. And what you would call it? The Jamar Chase said that he would love to play for the Bengals if they took him at 5.
Did he really?
Yeah. So if he get him, Justin Jefferson, him, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow, like dotting it up over there. Joe Burrow loved throwing the Jamar Chase in that championship year.
The Bengals like that, but
I don't think the Bengals.
If Penei Sewell's on the board, they have to take Penei.
I still take the guy from Northwestern over Penei Sewell. But either way, they need offensive line help more than they need a receiver. They have Tyler Boyd.
I think they buffed up a little bit on the O-line. I know that.
Yeah,
but it's like temporary fixes.
It's they need to bring in another guy, young guy, especially on the left side because Joe Burrow was just getting absolutely demolished. But it makes me think I would love to see Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow together in Cincinnati.
I would love to see that as well, but I don't know if that would happen just because if they do it, it's strictly if they do it, it's because of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
They could
I wouldn't even rush him back. That's a pretty bad injury what he had. I wouldn't rush him back.
Joey, they don't even know if he's gonna be ready by week 1.
No, I wouldn't. I don't rush him back.
They said by like week 3, they're 90% sure he'll be ready, but they don't know by week 1.
I'm looking. You maybe you said his wingspan was nuts, so I'm looking it up. An 83 3/8 wingspan. How long is that?
Well, before him, DK Metcalf held the record for any receiver with the longest wingspan, and DK Metcalf's massive.
He's massive.
Kyle Pitts.
Do we know what DK Metcalf was?
No. Oh my God, Kyle Trask's pro day just came up.
What do you do?
No. Oh, what do you think his 40 was, Mr. Mobile?
5'2".
5'11".
Hey, I was close.
That's like a Tom Brady number.
Didn't Brady run a 5'3", 5'4"?
I thought Brady ran like a 5'12". I thought.
I have no idea.
Do we want to get back? What's up?
I don't know if you know this, but the NFL is looking to have games in Germany at some point down the line. Don't know what that does. It's kind of stupid. And we know that the NFL players hate playing in London, so I don't know why they keep on trying to expand to Germany. Is beyond me. That's pretty stupid.
Yeah, and I really don't feel like waking up at 9 a.m. to watch football. By the way,
I hate that. Yeah, especially in terms of fantasy football. Oh my god, it's dreadful. Dreadful.
Tom Brady ran a 5.28. That's horrible.
5.28. What did I say? 5.3.
Yeah, he said
5.28. So Kyle Trask ran better. So we already know Kyle Trask is better than Tom Brady.
Confirmed. You heard it here first.
Confirmed. Kyle Trask is better than Tom Brady.
Who would you take, Justin Fields or Zach Wilson?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
And then you could have the same argument with Justin Fields. The 2 times he played great defenses in Northwestern, and
he played Clemson. He beat Clemson.
Yeah, but Clemson's defense really wasn't that good. He played Northwestern, and he was a shell of himself. He had I don't even think he threw a touch on that game. I think he just threw a pick. That was a game where Trey Sermon, I think, had like 200 receiving yards and 3 rushing touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go back to Atlanta. He's gonna go back to
Well,
Atlanta.
funny you say that. Atlanta spoke with Kyle Pitts twice today. So, but if I'm Atlanta, again, the more I think about it, I think Arthur Blank and Arthur Smith are thinking about the future here. What, Ryan's got 2 years left on this deal?
Yeah.
Watching Matt Ryan is not. You're watching a pretty good quarterback, an MVP and a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. So what if they draft Trey Lance and he sits behind and he watches Matt Ryan, and Trey Lance has the deep bomb to throw to Calvin Ridley, or they take Kyle Pitts and they ride out Matt Ryan.
That offense would be really nice. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and what's his name?
I feel like we always see Julio Jones like a top 5 receiver. This guy can't stay healthy. Is he even a top 5 receiver? You can say he's a top 5 receiver when he's healthy, but you really can't even put him in that conversation anymore right now.
I put him at 5.
You put him at 5.
Yeah. D-Hop, Stephon Diggs. Are we just banking off last season?
Yeah.
Okay, then Michael Thomas is out of my top 5.
Yeah.
So D-Hop, Stephon Diggs. I'd have to go with. I give it to Tyreek Hill. I'll put him up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have 2 more. Well, Julio Jones is 5. And just a minute. I liked Amari Cooper a lot when Dak was with him.
Yeah, I don't put Amari Cooper up there.
Who would you put top 5?
I'd either put DK Metcalf. I'd consider Keenan Allen. You wouldn't put DK Metcalf up there?
No.
Wow, you are nuts. You're nuts.
He runs in a straight line.
Look at the numbers. He doesn't just run in a straight line.
Look at his route running.
Keenan Allen too. Keenan Allen is an undervalued, underrated receiver, and and Allen Robinson.
We're not talking. Okay.
All three.
Yeah.
I think all 3 names that I just say Adams. All 4 of those guys are better than Julio Jones, in my opinion.
Not DK.
All right, minus DK. I think everyone that I just mentioned.
Keenan Allen. From last year. Okay.
Not even from last year. Keenan Allen just balls out every year. Coming off 2 ACL surgeries, he's a consistent receiver.
Yeah. Still D-Hop's got to be the best because he has a little fucking fire hydrant throwing him the ball, and he's still a really good receiver. I think that's more impressive. Like, yeah, Devontae Adams is great, but he's
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, if you have a guy who can't see over his own line throwing you the ball.
I know. It's amazing. Really, it's amazing. All right. So what we could do here is we could break down the last half of this of the Mel Kiper's 3.0 here.
Mm-hmm.
It really wasn't affected. The back end really wasn't affected by the trades that went down. So we start off. I think we start off at 17, right? Because 16 was J.C. Horn, who had a beautiful 40-yard dash at his pro day.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's the best corner in this draft. I know there's Patrick Surtain and Caleb Farley, but I think results-wise, it's gonna be J.C. Horn.
Yeah, so starting off at 17 after where we left off last week, they have Jamin Davis going to the Raiders, linebacker out of Kentucky. I am familiar with Jamin Davis. He's one of the few prospects I'm familiar with. And This guy's fast. He has moves. He is the prototypical new middle linebacker, outside linebacker that's coming into the league, almost like the Roquan Smith-ish kind of player.
Wait, is he his coverage?
He could cover. He could blitz. He could do whatever.
What's his specialty? Is it coverage?
I'm pretty sure it's coverage.
Okay.
And he's good. And I really think he. I think this guy can ball out.
And he's going. You have him go, and they have him going.
He hasn't gone to the Raiders.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
They didn't move. They didn't lose much. They just lost Ngakoue. So I mean, they didn't lose Ngakoue. They got Ngakoue. They lost offensive lineman.
I don't know too much about this guy, but linebacker.
But they need defense.
Raiders need defense.
The Raiders need defense bad.
Yeah, put that to sleep right away. Raiders need defense done.
Now, one of the multiple first-round picks here. Now, the Dolphins come in here at 18. So the Dolphins are now going to have 12 and 18 in the first round compared to 3.
Who'd we have them taking before?
I know. At 3?
Yeah, at 3 before the whole trade broke.
Mel Kiper said they were trading with the Panthers.
And then when they traded back, who'd they get? So that means they took 8.
They took Jalen Waddle.
8. They took a receiver.
And here they take Jalen Phillips out of Miami. The end.
At the end, they knew that.
Now they need a DN. They got rid of Kyle Van Noy.
Back with New England.
Back with New England. They really have. And I like their defense. So just reassuring that line here. It's pretty solid. You know. I
think their line's good.
Is this defense top 10 again?
Yeah.
You think so? I think so too.
But once again, they're never going to be able to get off the field.
Yeah, especially now more than ever with Tua. It looks like Tua's going to have the keys. Oh my God! Do you think they take Mac Jones at 6? What if they blow up and take?
Oh my God!
That'd be sick.
Yeah, going with the Mac
having
Jones.
Alabama quarterbacks.
I know.
Tua and Mac Jones.
They said Kyle Shanahan was like, since they trade up to 3, they're like, yeah, we're basically showing. His words were, yeah, we're not gonna really be coy. We're just gonna show all of our cards now. And then like an hour after he said that, he was at Mac Jones's pro day.
Yeah.
100%. I think it'd be a mistake to draft Mac Jones at 3, but once again, like we said last week, if he's your guy, grab your guy.
Grab him. Just like Kyle Pitts is the Jets guy too. Grab him. You don't need a quarterback. At 19, has the football team. I don't know who this guy is. Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, it's like him, Elijah Vera Tucker, and
I know Elijah Vera Tucker. So they get a lineman here to protect the quarterback. 2 quarterbacks that probably the worst in the NFL with Fitzpatrick and Heineke, but we'll see. And then
they got the other. They re-signed their other guy, Sheriff, too. So
Brandon Sheriff, he's a baller. That guy could ball.
I think that, and then they can draft maybe like a defensive. I think you need another lineman, honestly, because Kerrigan's old, but you can draft that later.
No, but Kerrigan's not even back yet at the moment. He's still a free agent as of this recording.
He'll sign somewhere on like a 1-year deal, and then he'll call it quits.
And coming in at 20, Elijah Vera Tucker. That we just said out of USC.
Who's 20?
The Bears. I'm sorry if I missed out. The Bears. They have Jermaine Ifedi, former Seahawk 30th overall pick. So they really need some help there because that guy's an absolute fucking scrub.
Elijah. You gotta protect Andy Dalton. Protect your.
You have to protect Andy Dalton. I don't know why the Bears weren't trading up. If the Bears need a quarterback so bad, fucking trade up. What are we doing here? What are we doing? You strike out a Russell Wilson. Okay, go to the Dolphins. Hey, let me get the 3rd overall pick. Like, so dumb. We could run the Bears better than they do. Oh my God, Ryan Pace is a moron.
Swaggy Nagy and Ryan Pace.
I'd be the GM. You could be the coach.
Going into week 1, Swaggy Nagy's on the hot seat already.
Oh, he's in the hot seat right now. He wakes up every day. He's on the hot seat.
Okay, well, we had that
21. Gregory Rousseau going to the Colts. At the end out of Miami. He flankers with whatchamacallit, with Jalen Phillips.
He also took a year off.
He took a year off?
Yeah, he took
Yeah,
a
he
year
did.
off.
He opted out this season.
He was supposed to be like top like maybe 15, but now they're like, oh, but he took a year off. But Jamar Chase took a year off too, and Jamar Chase just ran like an insane 40. I saw.
No, Jamar Chase. Yeah, if you keep yourself healthy and fit, there's no reason why you can't ball out.
Yeah,
I like this pick a lot. There's a lot of wide receiver talent here in this draft, at least in the first round too. 22, the Titans taking Kadarius Toney.
Ooh, I thought he was gonna. I in my mock draft, the Vincent DeSerba 1.0.
Yes.
I have him dropping to the Packers.
I like Kadarius Toney. Like I said before, there's a lot of wide receiver depth in this draft class.
He's
And
like
losing Corey Davis, bringing in Kadarius Toney.
he's like
Solid.
he's like a Debo Samuel, Curtis Samuel kind of guy.
Yeah. And he went to Florida, had the best receiver quarterback throwing to him, so you know he could ball. Then the Jets have the great Seattle pick at 23, and Kuiper has them taking Jeremiah Owusu Koramoah, linebacker, Notre Dame. Don't know who this guy is. It was really hard to pronounce this guy's name. I don't think you take a linebacker in the first round. You have Jared Davis. You bring in Carl Lawson.
Yeah.
You're not taking a linebacker in the first round.
We're gonna draft the linebacker for depth because I think that's like one of those like sneaky things that we need that people forget about. Like, oh, we have C.J. Mosley and Gerard Davis, Blake Cashman. Get him off my team, please.
Is Frankie Louvu still on the squad?
No, he's on the Panthers. Amen. Get rid of him. Ship him off. But no, we need help at linebacker. It's just depth. Mosley hasn't played in 2 years, and I think he'll be okay. But I don't see him ever being Baltimore Ravens Mosley.
Absolutely, I agree. That Mosley was good. If that guy could come back as good as he was, Jets defense.
I originally wanted at 23. I wanted edge, but that was before free agency, and now we got.
Then you lost Henry Anderson.
You lost Henry Anderson. We got.
Yo, hot take. I don't think Trey Hendrickson's going to be that good.
Trey Hendrickson.
In Cincinnati.
He's a lot of his sacks were coverage sacks.
So do you think that it was because Cam Jordan was to his right or left?
I think that's part of it, but I wouldn't say he's a bad player. I think he's a good player.
Like I never watched when I watched the Saints play, I didn't see Trey Hendrickson bull rushing the quarterback. He was just fighting with the lineman.
Exactly.
And then after 5-6 seconds, he was on the quarterback.
Yeah, it's like literally no one's
where Cam Jordan is literally spreading seas between two people and running.
And they
even Sheldon Rankins, their D tackle, he just going right through.
And Marcus Davenport.
Yeah, I love Marcus Davenport.
I like Marcus Davenport.
I was a big Davenport guy.
I love Bradley Chubb.
Oh, we love Bradley Chubb.
Big Chubb.
Oh, big Chubb guy. Anyway, yeah, so that's my hot take coming into next year. I don't think he's going to do that well. At 24, Steelers taking Taven Jenkins, O tackle from Oklahoma State. I like Oklahoma State as a university, so I think he could be good. Again, don't really know who he is. They still have Alejandro Villanueva, so this could be just a depth piece for now.
I think that the Steelers are one of those teams that have the luxury of drafting whoever they want, and I would really like to see. I don't like the Steelers; they annoy me. But I'd like to see Najee Harris go to the Steelers at that pick.
Yeah, again, what are they going to be doing quarterback-wise? Because this is definitely his last year. So are they going to plan on signing somebody in the offseason? Or are they just going to –
the future.
Oh, my God, dude. What a fucking waste. What a waste.
Yeah, and honestly, the Steelers are like one of the least disciplined teams, and that's who you bring in.
God, oh, my God. I have no faith in Mike Tomlin straightening him out. I have zero faith. Just look at Juju. That's all you need to know.
Mike Tomlin is like a really good football coach, but when it comes to discipline, his team's a fucking madhouse. And I honestly feel the same way about Pete Carroll. I think the Seahawks are a little bit.
Oh my God, it's Animal House in the locker room. Fucking Animal House.
Sean Payton, I used to think
that,
but now he's like, fuck these guys. Michael Thomas, you want to fight your own team? Guess what? You're not.
Dude,
playing.
Frank Reich's locker room, nothing goes down in Frank Reich's locker room.
Ron Rivera.
Oh, fuck out of here. You knew Dwayne Haskins was getting the boot when they bring in a guy who's taking grad class. Hey, you're better than this guy. Get in here.
But the best things about all these coaches that we just said are disciplined, that are just benching their players for this X many games, We're forgetting that Bill Belichick literally just ships them off the team.
Oh my God! Remember Jonas Gray? I will never forget this. Jonas Gray on Sunday Night Football, 4 touchdowns. I'm like, I cannot wait to pick him up in fantasy. The guy is 10 minutes late to practice. Cut.
And who's the stupid Jamie?
Can you imagine having 4 touchdowns and just never playing a game again?
The Pats paid somebody. I forgot who it was. They paid him, and then Jamie Collins like, yeah, I would like a contract extension with more money.
Enjoy the Browns.
Next week, I was shipped you off to the Browns for like a 5th.
And now he's in Detroit.
Yeah, he's in Detroit.
Oh God,
eating shit over there.
Damn fucking straight. All right, next pick coming at 25. This might be one of my favorite picks in the draft. I really like this guy, Trayvon Moehrig, safety out of TCU. This guy is quick. He can cut the Jaguars from the Rams because of the
they need
the trade with Jalen Ramsey. I like Trayvon Moehrig a lot. Guy's quick, fast, and they brought in, rest in peace, Shaquille Griffin, even though you're not really that good of a cornerback. Flocks down to Florida, went to UCF.
35
got money.
For 3 years, I think.
Money we don't have.
Yeah. But yeah, money just gave the Tyler
Lockett. Take Gabe Jackson. Big move. Love that. Keep an eye out for Trayvon Moehrig. Mm-hmm. Coming at 26, he has the Browns taking Zaven Collins, versatile linebacker and D end from Tulsa. When was the last time a player from Tulsa went in the first round?
I can't name one alumni from Tulsa.
I can't name one alumni from Tulsa. I think they're like the Tulsa Drillers, right? Is it something like that? Something stupid?
Dude, Oklahoma. Who cares about Oklahoma?
At 27, it has the Ravens taking Terrence Marshall, wide receiver at LSU.
Oh yeah, then just throws fucking entire career down the toilet.
Imagine going. If I was a great wide receiver talent, not even that great, but I go to a team like the Ravens as a horrible quarterback, I would be pissed.
Yeah, no.
You know you're not getting the ball and you can't show off your talents.
Sammy Watkins signed with the Ravens.
He knew he wasn't going to get it anywhere else. Imagine leaving. You left Mahomes for fucking Lamar Jackson. What are you doing?
I follow a football news page and they're like, oh, Sammy Watkins signing with the Ravens. And then I commented, I'm like, imagine going from currently the best quarterback in the league to a running back throwing you the ball. And dude, everyone was torching me. I'm like, relax, guys. Everyone's like, you're such an idiot. And I'm like, I'm a Jets fan. I know. And you're a Jets fan? What's the point of you even fucking existing? I'm like, geez, relax. I had an opinion. I'm sorry.
You literally go to a team that is potentially in the Super Bowl every single year. Mm-hmm. To a team that could barely beat the Titans and then loses. Not to mention
he's Watkins is 30 now. He's probably getting older.
Yeah,
29, 30.
I would take a 1 year, $1 million contract as an older veteran to be able to potentially play in the Super Bowl every single year. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
no-brainer. No-brainer.
Why do you think Brady keeps taking pay cuts and the Bucs just were able to re-sign everybody?
He just wants to win.
Except for Antonio Brown, whose market is Tom Brady and Russell Wilson.
Please stay, Bruce. Please stay in Tampa.
Damn.
Coming at 28, it has the Saints taking Tutu Atwell, wide receiver, Louisville. I am not familiar with this wide receiver prospect.
He's a wide receiver? I thought he was a corner.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver. I'm going to have to look up on him. I am not familiar with him. And he's not, I still don't know who's going to be throwing him the football. At 29, it has the Packers taking Greg Newsome and Taysom. But dude,
it's Jameis. Give it to Jameis.
30 pick Jameis.
People are like Taysom Hill's contract is ridiculous, but
it's really not. Look at it.
Yeah, people they just see the number. Headlines. It's like,
do you know what he has to complete in order to get all that money?
Yeah. Do you think there's ever a coach in an organization where they're completing their incentives? Let's say Marcus Mariota has to throw 10 touchdowns by the end of the
throw him in. Or does the owner call down yo, don't put him in.
Yeah, exactly. And he's at 9. Okay, Marcus Mariota's gonna rest this game. What do you mean he's gonna rest? They're fucking 3-13.
Week 17, Emmanuel Sanders had to get, I think it was eclipse 800 receiving yards, or it was 80 catches or something like that to get his incentive. And Sean Payton just left him in the entire game when the starters were out. so he can get his bonus of like $25,000. Like some fucking minuscule.
Emmanuel Sanders is ring hopping now. Like he's all right. So where did he start? He started with the Steelers.
Then he went
And
to
then
Denver.
he went to Denver and got a ring with
ring.
Denver. And then he went to the Saints.
Nope. Trade to the
49ers.
Goes to Super Bowl, loses, goes to the Saints. They can't ever win in the playoffs. So now he goes to the Bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's always part of a good team, at least.
He's always part of a good team. He got lucky. He goes to Denver, and then they bring in Manning. Yeah, he got lucky there. 29 has the Packers taking Greg Newsom, the second cornerback, Northwestern.
Cornerback.
I knew they had a great defense, so I'm assuming this guy's got some kind of talent. Northwestern had a really good defense. They've had the best in the Big Ten last year.
You're like all of a sudden a big Northwestern guy. You love everything.
I've read I know Northwestern. I mean, we live in a big. I live in a big.
Rashawn Slater, the tackle that you're saying before, was better than Penei Sewell. He went to Northwestern.
I think so. He's a guard. He's not a tackle.
The guard, whatever he is. Are you sure he's not a tackle? No, he can't. He can't be. He has to be a tackle.
Offensive lineman. Yeah, but Rashawn Slater went to Northwestern.
Yeah, he's got to be a tackle.
He's a tackle. Tackle.
It's like I was right. Yeah,
Where I live in Jersey, it is a Big Ten town, so I need to follow. I all I see is Big Ten, so I know the Big Ten a little bit. I'm not saying I know a lot, but I know some. And I think Slater is better than loser Penei Sewell. All right, coming in at 30, Najee Harris going to the Bills. I think I like that because we don't know if Zach Moss is dead. We don't know if he's going to be playing.
I don't like that.
You don't like that at all? I think you're wrong. Do they need a running back? I'm still not sold on Devin Singletary. I'm not sold.
I'm not sold on Singletary either, but I think that as a team that's currently contending in the playoffs actively,
you don't want a running back.
I'd want a defensive end. I'd go and
they have defense.
A defensive end. Their pass rush isn't very good, Tom. I'd go for Joseph Asai. You go as
Quentin Jefferson. That's it. They couldn't stop the run last year,
and they got to get to the quarterback.
I know.
They always run
a tough call.
They always run like a cover 4 with like so many DBs on the field, and it's a good cover 4. They do well at it, but you still need to get to the quarterback.
Yeah. Then at 31, it has the Chiefs taking Liam Eichberg, tackle from Notre Dame. So they would, if they do bring in him, they basically revamp their entire O-line on the cheap with Joe Thuney, Kyle Long, and then this guy after cutting Eric Fisher.
On the cheap.
All they did was bring in Thuney. They cut Eric Fisher. They cut Mitchell Schwartz. They got rid of Kalichi Osemele. And
Osemele?
You bring in Joe Thuney, Kyle Long out of retirement, and then you have a rookie slated in there. I don't know about Patty Mahomes, but I'd feel less confident going into the season with this kind of offensive line. The only guy that's coming back, if I'm not mistaken, is Remmers, right? Remmers.
Yeah, no, they have to take an offensive tackle. That's it. They have to take an O-lineman because right now it's really Thuney. He's the big name on that offensive line.
And I think his name is Mitch Remmers. I'm trying to remember. I don't know offensive lineman, but Tremors O-line.
And Mitchell Schwartz still hasn't been signed, right?
No.
Mamma mia.
Mike Remmers.
Hey, you were close.
That was close.
All right. And the Bucks. I want to guess position for the Bucks that their Bucks are drafting.
Go for it.
It's not offense. So no, it's not offense. Safety.
D tackle. Christian Barmore, Alabama.
Yeah, good pick because Ndamukong Suh is doing one more year with them. So
yeah, look at it for the future. Yeah. Vita Vea should be there for
Vita Vea will be
foreseeable future.
He'll be there for at least another 2 or 3 years. But
yeah, so that rounds it up the draft of Mel Kiper's. I think the three of us are gonna, when it gets a lot closer, maybe a week or two, we're gonna do our own mock draft.
Even if it's just like top 10, we'll all compare our top 10 picks, and then We can do top 10,
yeah,
we'll do top 20, no, we'll do the 30. We'll do it. We'll do it.
and do whatever we want because that's what we do here. That's what we do here. That's what we do here.
We're a fun show. We're fun.
Damn right we are. We're gonna try and get Kyle Trask on this joint.
Yeah. No, we're getting I already forgot
What's his name?
I already forgot the coach's name.
Yeah, the Modell's coach from the Eagles.
What's his name? Santorini?
Something Scarizzi, right?
Sirianni.
Sirianni. Is it Nick Sirianni?
Yeah, Nick Sirianni. We're getting Nicky Sirianni.
We're gonna hit up Nick Sirianni's PR department, see if he wants to come on here.
Yeah, we are.
But that does it for this week. We'll catch up with you guys next week. Just a brief little heads up here. Let's go Mets. Opening day tomorrow. Let's catch this bread, baby. Start off with a miserable.
Gonzalez.
All right, kick us out.
Ba-ba-ba-da. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. Whichever platform you be listening on, whether it's Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, we appreciate all the listeners and all the viewers, and we hope you have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We really appreciate you guys, and you're all fantastic people. You have a great day now.
Peace.